Hi, my name is Maria,
I'm Alex.
and welcome back to a very late Bulldog Bias.
Yes, coming from the COVID-19 capital of Australia, Melbourne. So what have you got, Maria?
Yes.
Did we win last week?
Is that a question?
No, we should have been.
So last week we won by 111 Nelson.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was a bit of a walk in the park, wasn't it? At least they put up more.
Not for Trelaw.
Poor Trelaw.
Sadly.
Yes.
But, you know.
I got it on good authority. Nathan Buckley has requested the footage of the injury.
No, but I feel like, when I was looking, when anyone who gets injured in the team, I'm always like looking on Google, like trying to refresh to find latest news. And then, what did they call it?
Oh, sounds funny,
Like syndanosis or something. I have no idea. It's some massive medical term. And then I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I searched it. It's like, oh, tendons. I was like, okay, I understand that.
We all do.
And I said, keep it simple.
Okay, that's it. So, what was the score of the finish?
Okay, so first quarter, Jason Jennison kicked it behind.
He did.
It's nice to see him getting the London score involvement more.
So which behind was it? Kings or
Stop it.
Oh, okay.
We were behind by Norton.
Mhm.
Followed by another behind by Hunter.
Yes.
I think it was a bit of a frustrating start.
I thought we were going to be for a bad day at that point.
Then a goal by Laboratory.
That was a beautiful goal too. Yep, nice goal.
Then a goal by Bailey Dale.
Yes, again, nice goal.
A behind by Sweet.
Mhm.
Followed by a goal by Lucky Hunter.
Yes.
Coming back after surgery on his hand.
Yes.
And that was it for the first quarter.
So you had 3 goals, and none of our big fellas had touched the football yet. So that was a good sign. All it needed for them to fire up, and that's actually what happened. But yes.
And then second quarter, Waitman kicked a goal.
Isn't he unbelievable?
And
Yeah.
then Bunty kicked a goal.
What a game.
Followed by a goal by Bruce. 3 goals in a row now.
3, yeah.
Followed by another goal by Bruce.
Yep.
Then behind by Waitman. Behind by Bailey Williams.
Mhm.
Behind by Waitman. Followed by a goal by Rocksmith.
Smithy played a good game, yeah.
Another goal by Bailey Dale.
Yes.
Behind by Scott. A goal by Bunty.
Who signed on for another 4 years, which is good news for the Dogs.
Bunty, yes. And he got drafted in 2014, right?
He did.
That was our shittiest year.
It was. And then he kicked what I thought was goal of the day against Melbourne, but yeah, goal of the year, sorry, against Melbourne, yeah.
I guess people hated us so much because we're doing so bad. It had been a good team. Followed behind by Norton. And that was it for the second quarter, first half.
Now, just to comment on, Waitman has to get a haircut because I kept thinking he was Norton, so you know. Yeah.
Right. No, it works with me so long hair, right? And so I find it hard to spot him on the field now because he cut his hair.
He does, yeah, man.
And I'm just like, why?
Exactly.
Okay, third, he does. Norton's is more curlier though.
I know, but
still.
Still.
The third quarter, Norton kicked our first goal.
Yes, well done, Norts.
He exploded after this. But followed by another behind by Norton. Behind by Bunt. Goal by Bunt. Followed behind by Bailey Smith. He's not
a big goal kicker for us, but
but
gives us drive out of the centre.
I feel like Waitman kicked another goal, followed by another goal by Norton.
The Astronauts doing well.
And then another goal by Norton. And then that was it for the third quarter. It's pretty much the Norton show.
Yeah, but what's pleasing is between Norton and Bruce, one always kicks a bag of goals, and that's what you need. And I mean, English is back this week, and if you're getting 7 or 8 goals from your big forwards all the time, and then you've got like Waitman's always going to kick 2 or 3, and Bonte comes in with a few, you're starting to kick some big scores now.
I feel like Smith came out blazing in the first bit of the season. I feel like it's sort of... Is it because of the stellar team, or just because everyone else is stepping up that we don't notice him as much, or is he just...
I think he's still playing good football, but like you say, all of them are playing good football, you know?
Yeah. It's a really awkward situation. It's like, you're not in the team because the team's too good, but it's like, you're also two really good.
True.
Fourth quarter. Norton kicked a goal. His fourth goal for the day.
Pretty good.
Hannon kicked a goal.
Yes, that was a nice goal, actually.
Bruce kicked a goal.
It was a bit of a steadier, you know?
Oh, wow.
Let's say that's jokingly.
JJ kicked a goal.
Yeah.
Bunt kicked a goal. It's kicked 4.
Yeah.
Norton kicked goal. 5 goals.
5 goals, which was a good effort.
Bunt kicked a behind. Sweet kicked a behind. Norton kicked another behind.
And that was it. Yes.
And so at the end, we were 21 goals, 18 behinds with 144. There were 5 goals, 3 behinds with 33.
Pathetic.
Shut up. Yeah, any comments on the game? Anything you want to see from the Dogs? Hold on.
Well, really, I mean, they performed really well. I mean, it was the 3rd highest score that we've ever beaten anyone. Twice in the season now we've won by over 100 points. Love to do that this week. It'd be nice against Melbourne if we could do that.
It's going to be tough against Melbourne. I'm not
it's going to be tough, yes. But look, I think they really showed their class. I mean, I don't know what's happened to St Kilda. I would have picked them making the 8 at the start of the year. You know what I mean? And they're going to be nowhere near the 8 by the way they're going.
Yeah.
But look, I mean, it's looking good. You know, what can I say? It's looking good. I mean, you can't say much about the game because it was too easy. I mean, might as well brought the witches' hats out in the last quarter, you know?
Yeah. Just a question, because it is a good team, obviously there's been sort of like downfalls of having such a great team. Like we have players like, Wallace still out, he's the vice captain, can't get a game.
Can't get a game,
yeah. Who do you think might want to leave after?
Well, I think Wallace would be a big candidate.
Right, I know, it's unfortunate. We love him, but it's just...
Yeah, he'd get a game in every other team, you know. In all seriousness, he'd get a game. I think that's all at the moment, you know. Others have been out due to injury. Johnny's out because of injury. Gardner's been out because of injury. I think Gardner comes back in. I guess the other one would be Cordy. Possibly Cordy could struggle to get a game once Gardner's back. So it's hard to say. We'll have to wait.
Yeah. No, let's just hold on. Let's have a look at it.
What are we looking at?
I typed in Western Bulldog shop instead of Western Bulldog players, so it came up with a goddamn North Melbourne jersey. Get away from me.
Yeah, we can't wait to play North again.
So, let's go through the list, right? So, Young, Bond, Dunkley. How is...
Josh Shackey could be one that goes.
Right, Shackey,
Riley West might go.
Father is really mad at how Bever has managed
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you hear?
I heard that,
It was such a big drama.
Waitman will stay.
Butler.
Yeah, well, he hasn't done much this year, has he?
Vandermeer has injuries. Ed Richards.
Well, he's been out injured, so I mean...
Has he? Yeah.
But how does he come back into that team?
Right, that's the issue, right?
It's a good place to be.
How do you come back? Yeah, but not for the players, you want to play games.
No, I know, true.
Then Kavara, I don't know, Hayes.
Hayes probably might go. Our boy Garcia gets a game this week.
Hey. Yeah, that's about it. It's like when you have a solid lineup, it's just unfortunate. Can you please put that on silent?
Okay.
How is McLean going to get back in the team?
Look, it's a nice position for the Dogs to be in.
I know, but players want to play games. That's the issue.
Yeah. There's not much you can do about it.
I feel like I don't see why you can't. I mean, I don't coach, but I don't see why you can't play someone for a few weeks and then rotate them.
It's hard because you get into a system, you get into a pattern, and you cannot settle aside, having players coming in and out all the time. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hey, Bevo knows what he's doing.
Have you seen the Wiggles?
Yeah, that's the Wiggles. They're not a football team. Well, let's get to the stats.
Okay, so let's go to team stats first.
Killed them.
No, you can't. No. Disposals, we got 339, they got 349.
They got one more than I thought they'd get, okay.
Wow. We got, for kicks, we got 220, they got 199.
Kill them again, yeah, go
on. Handballs, we got 179 to their 150.
Okay, that's close I thought it would be.
And inside 50s, we got 69 to their 42.
Smashed them.
Free kicks, we got 23 to the 13, but I think that's only due to the point that they didn't have the ball much.
Amazing. We got more free kicks than the opposition. Amazing.
Talk about free kicks. Did you hear? You were listening to the radio on the way home about the free kick against Melbourne.
Oh, the deliberate out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was deliberate out of bounds in my book.
That was all the Melbourne fans are so salty, but at the same time, you're number one. You should be winning by more.
Well, they're playing. It was the top team playing Adelaide. Come on, get serious.
I know.
Yeah, get serious. Hit outs.
They should have been in that position in the first place. But anyway, stoppages, hit outs. We got 21 to the 53.
But Sweet is really developing into a good footballer. I think where we lose the hit outs is when the other boys go into the ruck. You know what I mean? Like Bruce and.
Yeah, well now we have English back. So
yeah, so they'll share the ruck duties hopefully.
Clearances, we got 44, they got 31.
Well, yeah, we smashed the clearances.
Yeah, possession. Contested possessions, we got 139, they got 127.
Yeah, we smashed them again.
Uncontested, we got 267 to the 209.
Yeah, smashed them again.
With marks, we got 94, they got 86.
Okay, yeah.
Marks inside 50, we got 17 to their 7.
Amazing.
Scoring. We got 21 goals there, 5. That's massive.
Who stuffed after giving them the 2 in the last quarter?
Behinds, we got 18 to the 3. We could have easily won by more. Honestly, 18 behind. Some of them were goals.
At one point, our behinds that did the total score. I love this next one. Time in front.
Time in front. We spent all the time in front. 120 minutes and 1 second.
They didn't spend one solitary second in front.
Defense. Tackles. We got 74 tackles, so they're 48.
There you go, eh?
And that's a bit interesting.
1%ers?
1%ers, 57 to the 60.
No, we're going to give them something.
Where's handballs? Did I went past handballs?
I don't know.
Handballs. Yeah, we got 179 to their 150. I like looking at the handballs.
We are the handball kings.
Literally. Literally.
So really, it's a match we should have won. We did win. We won by a big margin. You really can't say much more than that, It's sort of, that was a good. I think I fell asleep in the last quarter.
I wanted to win by more. Because I knew percentage wise it would have been nice.
Well, we're 20% above Melbourne, so.
I know. That's what I wrote about Melbourne.
So back on top of the ladder again, people. Yeah, back on top. Have a look. The doggies are on top. Never in our history have we finished the season on top. Never happened.
I know. We also haven't finished on the bottom of the ladder, have we?
Yeah, we have. For 3 or 4 times, something like 4 or 5.
3 or 4. I feel like that's less than I'd expect, to be honest. Can I be honest?
Especially in the 70s. Yeah.
Exactly. So with player stats, Most disposals, McRae with 41.
McRae with 41. Oh, wow. That guy just accumulates possession after
He eats them
possession.
for breakfast.
Yeah, but he goes about his work so quietly. You sort of don't notice him, you know what I mean? You know, he'll never win a Brownlow that way. I think if he coloured his hair purple, then the umpire would notice him more.
Become a, what's it called? Ackermanners.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. You've got to get noticed.
Most kicks is Bailey Dale with 21.
Look, you know what? Really top game by Bailey Dale. I mean, he was probably one of the best games I've seen him ever play, Next.
Most handballs is McRae with 22.
Well, he had to win either the kicks or the handballs, I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Most marks is Norton with 9.
Oh, the astronaut. He's... What a player. You know he started off as a backman for the Dogs?
Yeah, I do.
You remember that? Yeah, how do you forget that?
Most tackles is McRae with 9.
9.
And hitouts, so Sweet with 16, Young with 3, Keith with 2.
Okay.
Interesting.
So McRae didn't dominate the hitouts as well. That's pretty poor, really. He dominated everything else.
yeah, because he's such a ruckman.
Yeah, absolutely. The best. So I guess that brings us to the votes, doesn't it?
Yeah. No, I want to talk about other stuff.
Ooh, there's important matters to be discussed.
So, with injuries, obviously, which did his tendons to his ankle.
It's out for 2 months.
Or whatever the fancy name they said on the conference.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Keep that right, like, just, see, like, even here it says just jaw or ankle, that's simple enough.
Well, you've got an ankle, has he? Oh, yeah, I never knew that, yeah. I got one too.
I have 2 ankles.
Yeah, I got 2 ankles as well, yeah.
And then Scott got a head knock.
Yeah, they're nasty these days.
Yeah, I mean...
Not like my day.
The head's very
Sacrosanct.
precious, you know. I mean, I could go to hospital, but, like, you know, central nervous system.
Yes, I know.
So there are some things I'd like to talk about.
Go on.
So, obviously, this is Indigenous round.
It is Indigenous round, yes.
Yes, and I feel like, because, like, we all know Yuga Hagen's Indigenous, right? And then I feel like some people are sort of, like, mad they didn't get picked, but it's like...
Well, he's coming back from injury.
Concussion.
Concussion, yeah, well, you know. Well, they left Team English out the team for 4 weeks. Give it a break.
I know. But it's like, this happened last season with the netball Firebirds. Lara Dunkley, she got a cramp, and then it was like the last minute of the game. She continued playing. It was Indigenous round, and then there's only like one Indigenous person in all of netball.
Is that right?
Yeah, and she was Maya, I think her name is, and the coach. Everyone got so upset because she didn't play the last minute.
She was injured, wasn't she?
No, Lara Dunkley. She had.
Lara Dunkley came off.
Lara Dunkley, right? No, but like she continued playing. Like she just had a cramp. She stretched out, continued playing. But it's like everyone was so mad that they didn't bring the only Indigenous person on for Indigenous round.
Get over it.
I know. It's like, I feel like I understand that it's Indigenous round, but it doesn't give them a free pass to play.
You've got to earn your stripes no matter who you are.
Right? I know. I was like, it's unfortunate that she's the only Indigenous person. She's getting more games this year, but like, it's an unfortunate situation for netball.
It is.
And there should be more Indigenous people playing, but yeah, anyway. So, Riley Garcia.
Yes,
his debut
today. We bought his jumper when no one knew him. So,
literally, no. Can I tell them the story?
Go on.
Okay, we're gonna buy McLean's jumper from the Friday Night Appeal, because he's our favorite player. It's an inside joke.
Her favorite player.
He is my favorite, but it's also an inside joke. He's my favorite player, and it's an inside joke, right? Have we told them this? We'll tell it again. You tell the story.
Well, we're sitting at the football, and McLean took a mark, and this guy behind me said, "That's the best player the Dogs have ever produced." And I turned around and said, "No, it's not." And McLean was having a shot, and he missed. And the guy turns around to me and goes, Hey, mate, your negativity caused that.
That's so funny. People are so funny. So it's like now we jokingly, openly say he's the best player ever produced. That's like an inside joke. So we want to get that.
Well, he's improving because he's got more facial hair. That's also an inside joke.
Have you seen the Mighty Ducks? You know.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't know, watch the Mighty Ducks.
The second one.
Second one.
Second
yeah.
one.
Ducks
Yes,
too.
I watched the second one. So yeah, that's the whole thing. But we bet money on his jersey. We have like a cap of like a certain amount of money, right?
We do, yes.
And bidding finished at 5, but I went to bed at like 4 something, or I got to bed about past 5. I was like, oh shit, we lost the bid. And then I was like, oh, because sometimes people bid last minute, so those are open for another 5 minutes until the last bid. So I was like, oh, let's see who else, obviously like Bruce went for like thousands. Blah, 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 blah. He kicked 10 goals, of course, they want to go for his jersey. Anyways, I was like, oh, Garcia, let's go for his.
This is the Guernsey he wore in the match, which he didn't play in, of course.
Probably practicing, because they practice in their Indigenous jerseys.
Do they? Okay, well, yeah, fair enough.
We don't know. Anyway, who cares? We got it signed front and back. So.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
But Morris's old number.
It is Morris's old number, yes.
It's not funny. If Morris's career ended with an ACL, Garcia came to the Bulldogs with an ACL injury.
Well, there you go.
I
It must be the number.
Must be. Obviously, it's
Worst number ever produced.
for ACLs. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, the votes?
Let's get talking. Yes. Why are you so eager? Let me on the show. Anyway, yes. So we have Garcia in the team. English is back in. It's exciting. We have Sweet still in, which is good to see. He deserves to be in the team. They all deserve to be in the team.
Our predictions?
Yes. No, Lipinski's back in the team.
The Dogs by 78 points.
78. 87?
No, 78.
Not 87?
Not 87.
Sidney Crosby? 87?
No.
No?
No.
No, I think it'll be a close one. I think it'll even be a goal. It's good. No, it's like they've won and lost the same amount of games, but it's like their winning margins have been less than ours.
They have, yeah.
But like, how does that keep big into future performances? You don't. Right?
Well, you can't. I mean, 1 week's performance will be different to the next. You can't go on that sort of stuff.
But to quote Abby Lee Miller from Dance Moms, you're only as good as your last performance. And our last performance is so much better than this.
Well, yes, true.
Joking. What did you do? Adelaide's
votes?
Votes.
Yeah,
You did do that.
I gave 3 votes
To Tony?
to Tim English. Best concussion sub ever. No, he didn't play me.
Hold on.
He
Sorry,
didn't play.
I don't know. I can't.
Here. No, I gave that day. What did I give my 3 to? I'm pretty sure I gave it to the astronaut that day. The astronaut.
Do you want to have a look at the?
No, I remember now.
Okay.
The astronaut got 3. Bonty got 2.
Norton 2 to Bunt.
And 1 to Waitman. My apologies to about 20 other players.
Right, I know. I hate but love it. Anyway, so I will give 3. I really forgot, honestly. Okay, so my votes for the other game were 3 to Norton, 2 to Dale, and 1 to Wheatman.
Okay.
Your St Kilda votes?
3 to the Bond.
Yep.
For a great captain's game. Led from the front, did what had to be done, kicked the clinching goal in the first quarter for us. 3 to Norton.
How can you give 3 to Bont and 3 to Norton?
2 to Norton, sorry. He keeps playing really, really good football, and I mean, he plays fantastic. And 1 to McRae. I mean, how can you ignore 41 possessions?
Right.
And then there's probably a stack of other boys that deserve votes too. You know, there's a real quiet achiever that really hasn't attracted votes.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Keith.
Right? Yeah. Why don't you give him a vote then?
It's hard. Yeah, change my one. No, I have to leave McRae there. Sorry, no, I've got to leave McRae there.
So I'm gonna go different to you, same players.
Okay.
So I'll go with Norton.
Norton was 3, yeah.
I'm gonna give McRae 2 votes because 41 possessions.
Oh, yes, it's a good effort, yeah.
And Bunt with.
In any other team, he'd be getting 3 votes, McRae.
Well, I know, if you played for North Melbourne.
Oh, he'd be getting all the 3 2s and 1s.
He'd definitely an easy Brownlow medal.
So just give us a second. Maria's going to add up the scores and see who is the leader. And with the votes now, we have Maria.
Okay, so number 1. I do want to go from bottom to top.
Go from bottom to the top.
Okay. So number 9 is Wood with 1. Still, he's going to be on 1 for a long time.
Yeah, he is, yeah, unfortunately.
Number 8 is Tony Laboratory, Waitman and Dale with 2.
Okay, cool.
Number 7 is Hunter with 4. Number 6 is Bailey Dale with... Stop, Bailey Dale. Sorry. Caleb Daniel. I'm so brain dead. Is 5. Number 5 is Tom Laboratory with 8. Number 4 is English with 11. Could probably get some more this week.
He's playing again this week, yes.
Number 3 is Bruce with 12. Number 2 is Bot and Norton with 18.
And number 1?
It is McRae with 24, but who's surprised? He's been on top.
I'm not shocked.
Since the beginning of the year.
Pretty much, hasn't he?
Right. That's it. Now, this round, we play Melbourne,
yeah.
which is exciting.
First versus no crowd. No, we cannot go.
No,
right,
relax.
sorry.
So it's first versus second Friday night in a Indigenous round. It's who would have thought of this? Who wrote the script?
Well, at the start of the season, if you said Indigenous round, first versus second would have been the Doggies in Melbourne. They would have said,
on a Friday night.
They were stuck in a psychiatric ward. Fair dinkum.
That's such a you can't think of any bigger circumstances, huh?
No, I mean it's
in the regular season.
Look, in all sincerity, I think we're playing good enough football to beat them. I really do. I think.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot up for grabs here. Obviously, number 1.
Yes.
And then what do you call it? Percentage.
Well, the thing is, yeah, I mean, we're 20% ahead of them, so we win this. It's virtually they've got to win 2 games to reclaim top spot, and we're going to lose to them for them to regain top spot. So basically, we're putting,
I don't think we'll be losing much though.
I don't think so. Bring on Richmond again. I reckon I'd love to play Richmond right now. But look, at the end of the day, we've had some tougher wins than what they've had. I mean, we beat Port Adelaide over there. I mean,
they can't beat Adelaide. Did they fight Adelaide over there?
I can't remember. Let's have a look.
Hold on, let me see matches. Oh no, that's the Bulldogs website.
We beat, we've beaten Brisbane. We've beaten teams inside the 8. So I think it's going to be hard for them. Let's have a look at the.
I can't find Melbourne. I was like, what?
No, they lost to Adelaide this week. That was at the G, I think.
Yeah.
So they lost on their own dung heap, Pathetic.
Was it? At home?
I think so. Or was it over there? It was over there.
I was over there by 1 point.
Yeah, and we beat Port over there. So,
So what does the AFL look like?
The Doggies 1, Melbourne 2, Geelong 3. That's all I can remember.
Port Adelaide's 5th, yeah. Wait, no, I can't. Adelaide's 13th. Fair.
It's pathetic.
They shouldn't have been in that position in the first place, honestly.
No.
And you're mad by a kick? No, I would be mad at your team.
Plus the umpire did help because that was a deliberate out of bounds. If ever I've seen deliberate out of bounds.
No, but it's like, I felt like Melbourne should have played better. That's the case.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it's going to be an interesting game tonight. I think it's going to be close early, and then I think the Dogs will pull away in the third.
Yeah, just before we finish, just AFLW, it's now a trade, and was it like sign and drafts, like trade season, I think, yeah.
Is it? Okay, yeah, trade season. Oh, we've got the mid-season draft after this week too for the men's.
Yeah, well, that's exciting. Yeah, I guess for the women's, like, because they put on things like who's an underrated player that you'd hate to see leave the team for AFLW.
I don't know.
Do you need to have a look at the team again?
Well, it's a developing team, so I think Georgie Stathis would be a big loss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's going to be an awesome footballer, and I think Granty is going to be a good footballer too.
I feel like she has to stay. So
Isabella Grant and Georgie Stathis.
What about Newton?
Look, any three of those would be a loss.
Obviously, Lynch would like to stay. Brown.
Well, then Lynch is not underrated. I mean, that's you talked about underrated players. She's not underrated.
Well, we're very due to ACL, so that's unfortunate.
Left to wait.
Beauty Hartwick is pretty great. Ashley Guest.
Didn't see much of Ashley. Don't recall much of her games.
Fitzgerald isn't underrated, but I just love her.
Oh, she's a good footballer. Don't worry about that.
The Marshall, American.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't like to lose her. I think these are all developing players, which will be good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Blackburn is
underrated. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Anyway.
Your best player and team captain are always underrated, you know. No, they should be good.
So mid-season draft. What do you think we need to pick?
Nothing.
No, I know. It's just like here. I'll give you for free.
I don't know where if you could get another tall defender. That would probably that I see as our weakness. I mean, Ryan Gardner's getting in, but you'd hate to lose him or Keith come finals time and not have a replacement.
Oh, so you're looking for a replacement? Obviously, mid-season draft, they're not going to be there right off the bat, but like.
I'm saying if one of those is there, that's where I'd be going.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
I think we've got enough midfielders. Yeah.
Always.
I think really another Waitman type forward. Someone that's got that bit of energy and spark. I mean, I think really another pacey flanker would be really good for that side.
But do you think would have that in someone that hasn't debuted yet?
Nah, we have another Waitman there. I mean, his excitement, his passion,
but what I'm saying, because you don't want to be AFL games.
Well, he used to be called Mitch Wallace, but he's out of favour, so... No,
you know what I'm saying? It's like there might be someone that hasn't debuted yet in the team that might have that
That's
energy,
true.
But we just don't know because we've seen them.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you've got someone ready-made, go for it. It really strengthens the team. Then you've got options.
I know, but like, it's hard with this depth, but,
I know. I've never seen such depth in our team.
Which Wallace? I wish Wallace was in the team.
Well, yeah. I mean, what can you say?
I know, it's unfortunate. But that'll be for us today. This is going to be a new thing, apparently. Upload the day of the game.
Well, it's just we've been so busy. She forgets I got band practice on Thursday nights. Wanted to do it last night. But next week we're not going anywhere, so we can do it every night next week. We're in lockdown mode. All right, now my prediction for best on ground.
McRae.
Marcus Bontempelli.
I feel like McRae. No, but at the same time, it's like Bailey Dale is doing better.
Look, take this to the bank. Bailey Dale, Bontempelli, and McRae to get over 100 possessions, all three of them.
No, they do go.
Take that to the bank. Yeah.
And then, obviously, McRae for most tackles.
McRae, or Libba.
Oh, yeah, those two.
15 tackles, Libba and McRae.
We're not helping you with your bets. I'm sorry.
Yes. Remember, gamble responsibly.
I don't do it because I have no money.
Yeah. I don't gamble because it's a waste of money.
Just do $1 on it. It's okay.
Yeah. And
if you put $1 on North Melbourne to win, you get $15 back.
If you want to win big, North Melbourne to win the flags, I think about 500 to 1. So
just put $1, you get $500
I wouldn't even waste $1. You're not going to get anything back.
No, that's like waste just $1. It's not too bad.
Yeah, so
anyway, we'll see you next week.
Okay, catch you guys.
Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.